How's it going, my friends? So right here we have the Coswheel R19. This is the new and updated version. They actually just recently put this on the market. I have yet to see any other videos online talking about this. And the reason why this is so special is because they've updated this with an entirely new display as well as a much stronger motor. This is going from a peak of 6,000 watts to now a peak of 9,000 watts. That's a 50% increase in power, and I can't wait to actually open this up. There does seem to be some very minor damage. This is the one thing I am worried about right here. It does look like this already has a little bit of wear and tear and damage on it. So I really hope that that doesn't actually affect anything. Doesn't look bad. Real quick, what I want to do is get the battery taken out so that I can get it charging just ASAP. Okay, not bad. And then we got the keys right here, so that opens it up. Very nice. They gave us 4 different keys. Well, not different. They gave us 4 of the same keys for this. Right, and we have a 6 amp charger, I believe. Yeah, 6 amp charger, which is not bad considering this is a 40 amp hour battery. So let me see, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Okay, so it'll take about 6 to 6.5 hours or so to get a full charge on this, which it's not the worst. It's not the worst by any means. All right, and here we go. We got the manual Coswheel R19. A multimeter, that's amazing. I've never seen a bike come with a multimeter before. This is nice. We have a phone mount. It feels a little flimsy, I'm not gonna lie, this feels kind of flimsy. I have another phone mount that I like to use that I might end up throwing on here, but I will give this a test. It looks like we have a small bike pump right here. And we have the pedals, they're just standard pedals. Nice little bike lock. It's kind of a smaller one. I have a much bigger one on my truck that I might use. These seem to be tools. We got some lights, or I'm sorry, some reflectors that we can put on. This looks to be a like one of the wheel covers, a fender or something like that. One thing that I like about chargers is when they actually have a good amount of weight to them. There's nothing that kills my faith in a charger more than whenever I get it and it weighs almost nothing. It's just super featherweight. When this feels like a good solid brick. It's got some weight to it, and it makes me feel like there's actual decent cooling fans in there. There's a good amount of amp rating running through this, like it's 6 amps, which is nice, but it just feels quality. Yeah, I mean, the battery has some weight to it, but I would hope so because it's a 40 amp hour battery. We got the handlebars on. All right, here we are with the front wheel. Let's see if there's actually any damage to it. Might need to deflate the tires a bit because it's not seated on the bead of the tire all the way around. I don't know if you can actually see that, but see how right here, the bead goes all the way around and then it dips into the tire right here. So this isn't seated correctly, but right here, it does look like it's been impacted the whole way. And as you can see from the box here in that hole that you're looking at, this was basically what was puncturing through the box, through that hole. And now the issue is that basically the axle that goes through this won't fit anymore because this has been beaten down really, really hard. And so I can't get the front wheel on. So that is a defect. That's some pretty, I don't know, some pretty bad packaging. There was nothing in that box to keep that wheel from being safe, which is probably why the bead isn't on correctly. And then this is just beat to hell. So I don't know, I'm not really happy about that. But I think I was able to get it. So the issue was that this, basically, right here, this part of the wheel is where it goes onto. This is what got damaged. And so the problem that I was having is that this axle, when it goes through the end, it wasn't allowing it to go all the way through that. So what I just did to fix that is I took a step-up drill bit and I basically just chiseled out maybe a millimeter or so that it got rid of that edge that was formed from the packaging just beating on this part. There we go. And just like that. Okay, that's exactly what we want. All right, we managed to save the day. Okay, the bike is complete. I'm gonna go ahead and chop this box up so I can get it thrown away. We're gonna take a look at how the bike, I don't know how it performed. All right, so I got the bike finished right here. It is looking amazing, if I do say so myself. I think this thing looks absolutely sick. We haven't peeled off the plastic yet. Let's do that. Very nice. As always, safety first. Let's take this for a quick ride. See, we have 3 gears. We'll start out in gear 1. Oh shit, wow, that's got some, wow, that has torque. Jeez, wow, this thing has a crazy amount of torque. I'm in the first gear. And I have so much torque it wants to lift me. Like, oh, you could wheelie. Wow. I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but it is just, that throttle response is freaking amazing. 100%. You could wheelie this. Wow. Oh, that's nice. Okay, but we do need to get used to these tires. What I need to do is get some all-terrain tires or some street tires for this. Jeez, that power is crazy. We're already up to about 28 miles an hour. So first gear is 28 miles an hour. Okay, so we're gonna just go in first gear, 0 to 28. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we're there. Wow, goodness, man. The torque on that is crazy. And wow, yeah, and it has the max listed right here, 62.5 miles an hour. We're at 83 volts. It gives us a voltometer built in and the percent gauge and the battery bar gauge. This has everything that I actually want from a display. Like, that's actually awesome. Gives us a watt gauge. This actually tells us how much power we're putting out. So it's kind of like our RPM. That's amazing. All right, so oh, look, it's already put itself in park. So it put itself in park pretty quickly. All right, we're in gear 2 now. Man, and it's still got torque in the 20s. Yeah, this thing will send you flying. I'm really surprised at how much torque this has for being a rear hub. Goodness, man, it just sends. Like, it's literally jerking my head forward. Like, that's some good stuff right there. For me personally, I need the all-terrain tires. Let's just see what it feels like on some dirt. Okay, that feels really good on the dirt. I'm not even gonna lie. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back because I see a bunch of these people kind of looking at me weird. Ooh, yeah, I don't want to tear that up. See how I'm kind of tearing up the path right here? I don't want to do that. I'm definitely tearing up dirt, so I'm gonna just head back out. All right, let's head out on the new and updated Coswheel R19, 9,000 watt. We got the all-terrain tires on here. Now we are just in gear mode 1 right now, which should keep us below about 28 miles an hour. And I went ahead and threw blinkers on this bike just so I could try and make it street legal. So we got brake lights, turn signals, regular lights. And man, the torque on this puppy is just crazy. So we're in gear 1 and yeah, it's maxing out at about 28 miles an hour. We're gonna go into gear 2. Oh man, yeah, like I could wheelie that Although I'm not going to, because I'll just eat it. I'll loop the bike because I don't know how to wheelie actually. But man, the power there. Gear mode 2 is well enough power. And it's silent too. Yeah, for having this much power, this thing is silent. Oh my goodness, so much power on this thing. Like, it just rips. So pedal assist doesn't work at the same time the throttle does. I didn't realize that. If you're pedaling, the throttle won't work. So if I throttle first and then start pedaling, no, the throttle won't cut. But it seems like if I'm pedaling and then I try to throttle, I don't get any response from that. Little odd, but okay. Incredibly smooth power delivery, and just suspension is amazing. I've said it before, it feels buttery smooth. When you're riding over something like the inner city and there's all those potholes and bumps and trash and rocks on the ground and all that sort of stuff, the way I can actually pedal in this bike is kind of nuts. Not even gonna lie. I don't expect to be able to pedal at all on an e-bike, but this one, hey, it works. Super easy to pop up a curb. We're gonna get 100 miles on this thing in no time, 97%, and we are 5 miles in, so there's no way that's absolutely accurate. All right, we're gonna ride across a little bit of this grass field. Oh, feels amazing. Yeah, this is nothing. You can rip across this field. So buttery smooth. I'm literally pedaling right now. I'm using no power at all, and it's not bad. Like, yeah, it feels pretty good to pedal actually. All right, we're about to ride through the water. So those light sprinkles, I mean, yeah, they even advertise this as having a waterproof battery. So that's another point about this bike that I entirely forgot about. Waterproof battery, boom. Oh, goodness, man. Look at that, though. She looks good. This is where we were exploring in one of our previous videos, assuming that the video is dropped before this one. I just got a bunch of footage saved up of recent rides. Ooh, that was mud. So there's definitely a little bit of mud, so we gotta watch out for that. Somebody took an ATV through here, a four-wheeler. Yeah, see, there's that as well. Here, what we need to do right quick is just grab a good photo shoot. The tires are absolutely dirty. All right, an easy way to get rid of all that. Let's do it. By the way, here, I'll show you the max speed on this in the highest gear. Get about 61, 62. That's nuts. All right, let's keep it moving. You know, we've been in gear 2 this whole time, just so you know. It's the speeds that I need. It's that speed range I like and the power that I want, so yeah, gear 2 is just perfect. Now we can actually rip through this on a proper bike. Ooh. Yeah, things are still slightly wet though, so there's gonna be like a lot of stuff just getting thrown up. This thing handles like an absolute champ. I mean, from the torque to the suspension to the speed to the brakes, you know, even the style is great. And then the battery life is also just, I don't know, I feel like the battery life ain't something to scoff at. And again, just gear 2. I just don't see a reason to try and get up to that full 60 miles an hour. This is pure free roam, like just cutting straight across any path I desire. This is easily rocketing up to my favorite bike. I know I had to modify my Happy Run G100 Pro all the way up to 73 amp hours, but that's 4 separate batteries. This is just one 40 amp hour battery, right? And I'm not even gonna lie, on my G100 Pro, even though I'll ride it around for several hours, I never even use all of the battery. So it might be that 40 amp hours is like a really good spot. Let's rip it again, right across this field. Let's just go. I need to just like showcase just how smooth the suspension is. Like I can just push into it, man. And I'm a 200-pound guy with some weight on me, and like this suspension, as you can see, I don't know, dude, it's just so smooth. Everything about this bike is just like butter. It really is amazing. I'm really got to give props to Coswheel for their amazing bike. We've gone, by the way, for longevity, we've gone 21 miles so far, and we are at 69%, which matches up with yesterday. We went about 26 miles and got down to about 63%. So I'm fairly satisfied with the range on this bike. This bike really is just amazing right out of the box. Now, I know I said I switched the tires, but aside from the tires, you know, a lot of people do actually prefer the stock tires on that, those very thick tread tires, but I wanted something a little bit more all-terrain. But yeah, this bike is just a thrill. The speed, the power, the torque, I mean, it's all just top quality. It really is. I mean, it handles hills, off-road, pavement, green belts, you know, it handles all of it so perfectly, and I'm so satisfied with this bike.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I'll pop up